darkness, my old friend.
Hello, guys.
Oh, hello there.
Hello, it's me.
Hello.
All week long.
All rise, order to court. Let's do this. We got a case. Gonna go over to what I always call Judge Marble in a moment.
Well, I'm trying to figure out why we're in the player's closet. That's right, player.
I
You ain't
saw
in the player's closet.
I saw Mike is on some more Kim Blandito just when I thought that was all done and over with.
I mean,
Back
if
in.
there's ratings to be had, is it ever over with?
Speaking of burping, Emily, that for some reason grabbed Food Lion Cola. Have you ever tried it? I haven't yet. We'll see.
Is it skanky?
I think it's gonna be very good.
That's what I'm thinking.
Pop a top. Let's get it going. What do you think? It's more like Coca-Cola?
More like, I guess, could be Pepsi type.
I think it has a little more Pepsi taste to it, unfortunately. That's very cheap. Anyways, hi, Shells. Not that you're cheap. I mean, the cola's cheap. Yeah, Player's Closet.
Not to be confused with that place you go and sell your clothes, Plato's Closet.
We're not early today at all. As a matter of fact, we're a couple minutes late.
But that's okay. That's all right.
That is all right.
Yeah, we're going to be going over to Judge Herman Marble in a minute. Hopefully, we'll be able to see this entire hearing that's going on. Creed informs me it's an interesting case, and
Yeah, I just heard a couple minutes of it while we were getting ready. Dave, there's a couple of farts for you, and I'll see if I can find you. Hallelujah. It's a little early.
Dave. Hold on, Dave. Dave is the first contestant.
Oh,
You can go ahead and hit him with a fart, but I've got something for Dave.
I found it.
Mandatory, some would say. Let's see here, Dave. Dave, people always remember their first. And my friend, today, by God, you are the first. Oh, not that one. And he's just dead.
Poor Anne Hayes.
Look here, Dave. You're going to be going on right here. You see that little thing right there? That's a monorail, bud. Your name is about to go up there. That's right.
That's amazing.
Monorail.
And coming in second today for the monetary monorail, Chad Clayton with $20.
Dave and Chad. Sounds like a buddy movie. Dave and Chad cutting loose.
Thank you, guys.
Cutting
We haven't even
free.
had 1 second of court yet. Oh, by the way, look at Jamie's getting her hair did.
Well, I mean, that's what most people do in court, right, Creed?
Right? Why not? All right. Let's Dave, Chad. Thank you, guys. Let's head over to Judge Marable. How does he say his name? I don't even remember. I can pull that up, actually. I believe I can.
I mean, there's only one way to say it. And it's
Good afternoon. I'm District Judge Herman Marable from 67th District Court here in Flint.
Marable. And I think, if I'm not mistaken,
We sit here and do this all day.
yeah, we don't have to do anything else. Let's just stick with this, shall we?
Thanks, Dave.
Just Dave handing over his hard-earned monies.
Funny you say that. I was kind of sad about Meatloaf watching Ghost Hunters last night. New
he there?
season.
They
on
see his
Travel
ghost?
Channel. No, Meatloaf was on. They were actually friends. He had done one back in season 4, season 5, something like that. And he was on the new Ghost Hunters, which I'm kind of happy that they listen to the viewers. And one of the biggest things were, the real loud transitions with the the screeching like really loud.
Yes.
They've toned that down a little bit, thank God. But yeah, Meatloaf is on that.
Damn it, Meatloaf.
On that
Yeah.
one.
You'll
How
always
are you,
be
Chris?
missed. Chris, how are you? Good to see you. But yeah, we're going to go ahead and jump on over here to the judge himself. And let's take a listen at what Creed says is a fascinatingly incredible
No,
case.
but what I did hear was pretty funny.
Taking proceeding. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
It's a plea deal,
Please
Creed.
accepted. You'll be giving up any claim that it was not your choice to enter the plea. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Have you been promised anything beyond the plea agreement to get you to enter your plea?
No, sir.
You
Have
flush
you
up.
been threatened in any way by anyone to get you to enter your plea?
No, sir.
What
Is
if
it
anybody's
your
ever said
own
yes?
choice today to enter your plea
Still waiting for
to
that.
the attempt assault with a dangerous weapon?
Yes, sir.
Oh, are you taking care of
Any
that?
appeal from your conviction and sentence would have to be by application for leave to the Michigan Court of Appeals, because in this state, there is no right to appeal from a guilty plea. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Are you on probation or parole?
No, sir.
If you were, you could be punished by the other court or the parole board in some way that I cannot control. Do you still wish to enter your plea today?
Yes.
And again, you understand that the maximum possible penalty for the attempt is 2 years in the prison, state prison, or $1,000 fine. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
One of the few people we see come in with an attorney.
All right, so understanding the maximum possible penalty and the rights you're giving up, how do you plead to the charge of attempted felonious assault, attempted assault with a dangerous weapon?
Guilty.
Okay, so what did you
Dangerous
do back
weapon.
on September 5th, 2022 that makes you believe you're guilty
Oh, she's great.
of attempted assault with a dangerous weapon?
Bigfoot.
Driving up US 23. I was driving up US 23 to a buddy's house in Linden. He called me, wanted if I'd come help him do some work. And I said, yeah. I was driving up there and I seen this car that was right on my bumper. I couldn't see his headlights, so I tapped my brake lights once. He still didn't back off.
Well, let's back up. What time of the day is this?
I want to say
He was
between
brake checking.
11:30, 12:30, somewhere around in there.
In the daytime?
Yeah,
It's
yes,
daylight, 11:30 in the morning or 12:30 afternoon, some
yes.
late morning, early afternoon.
Yep.
Okay. And it's daytime.
Road rage.
You're driving on US 23.
Yes,
From where to where?
from my house in Flint to my buddy's house in, I believe it's Linden.
Okay. What are you driving?
I drive a black Chevy pickup truck, 97.
Okay, so
Did he get a haircut?
tell me what happened. What makes you believe you're guilty?
I'm driving up 23. I noticed his car was on my bumper. I couldn't see his headlights. I tapped my brake lights once. He didn't back off. I then again tapped him a second time. He still didn't back off. So third time, kind of locked him up. And I got over in the middle lane and he come up on my driver's side, rolled the passenger side window down, was saying something, but I couldn't understand what he was saying. I seen him reaching behind the seat. I have no idea what he was reaching for, but I had a BB gun in my truck and I grabbed it and I pointed it, stuck it on the window, pointed it at him, and that's when I called 911.
Oh,
Not a good idea.
Okay,
no.
you're driving.
That though, great idea. Thank you, Dick
You have
Harris.
a big
Great
gun
news to hear, Dick.
inside the cab of your
Congrats.
truck, pickup truck. Is that what you're saying?
Yes,
Where did you keep this BB gun in the cab of your truck?
it was in, the clip was on the passenger side floorboard and the gun was in between my,
Pew, pew.
seat.
So it's
BB
not a bench
pew
seat.
pew.
These are bucket seats.
Yeah, bucket seat, yeah.
Mocky
Okay,
mock.
so you pull this gun from between the seats and you do what now?
I
Waved
stuck
around
it
like he
on
just
the
didn't care.
driver's side window, pointed it at him.
Sideways like this.
Gat gat.
Is this while you're still driving?
Yes, it was. On after the fact, I realized it was just stupidest thing I've ever done.
Okay, so you're driving on the expressway, freeway speeds. You pull this gun out with one hand, is that
A
right?
BB
Yes.
pew pew, Your Honor.
How are you steering the vehicle?
I'm using my left
Well,
hand.
you ever seen that Tommy Lee video?
And your foot is on the accelerator.
Hello, Nate.
How fast are you going?
Good to see you, Nate, buddy.
75.
75 miles an hour. Okay. And you point this gun
75.
Whoops,
at
wrong one.
what now?
Chad Clinton, thank you for the 5 votes.
Chad,
When he come
doubling down.
Come up on my driver's side, as soon as I got in the middle lane.
So this person tailgated you,
Yeah,
and
Yeah, he was tail grabbing his ass. He brake checked him twice and then he
I mean-
pulled over.
how long have you been driving?
since I was 19,
How old are you now?
53.
Have you been tailgated before?
Yes,
Okay, so that's not uncommon, right?
no,
Okay, so this person tailgated you,
Sounds that way.
and you pull this BB gun out. Is that right?
yes,
You stick it out the window.
yes,
The muzzle of the BB gun is out the window.
yes,
Is your
Yeah, but the-
hand within the trigger guard?
no, it was not.
Is this like a rifle style BB gun or a pistol style BB
Like
gun?
a rifle style.
A rifle style BB.
It was a Red Rider, Your
All right.
Honor.
So
You'll
you
shoot
pointed
your
at
eye out,
this
Chad.
car that was tailgating you. And how long were you doing that?
It wasn't very long that I pointed at, and then I got off on 23, headed to my buddy's house.
So you're in the right lane and he's passing you in the left lane?
Yes,
Because there's only 2 lanes on there, right?
I believe so.
23 in the southern end of this county?
Yeah,
It's a 2-lane road. It's 2 lanes each direction is what I'm saying.
yes,
Okay, so he's passing you. He's driving around you after he tailgated you, and you point this gun out the window at him.
Current
Yeah.
caboose, Dave.
on my driver's side, he rolled his passenger window down, was saying something to me. Like I said, I couldn't understand what he was saying.
All right, so he's driving at freeway speeds as well.
Yes,
You point this gun at. It's BB gun.
So I was
So
thinking,
then
Daryl,
what?
yeah, he's lucky he didn't get capped right in the
Yeah.
got off on
Exactly.
my exit, which is Thompson Road, and he kept going up 23.
Mhm.
Christmas Story. We have it on for 24 hours. I heard they're making a new one.
They
Is that
are
true?
with Ralphie,
And what was the
real
purpose
Ralphie.
of you pointing the BB gun at?
We'll see.
Nothing really, just stupid move on my part.
He didn't even ask him why he had a BB gun in his car.
That's a good point. Yeah, he didn't. He's asked every
What?
other question.
What were you trying to make? Were you trying to make this other driver
No, I don't think so.
feel threatened?
Oh, I guess I was trying to scare him a little bit.
Well, isn't that the same thing?
Mm,
Yeah, I think so, yes.
Mm-hmm. Did you want him to, were you trying to make him feel as though you were going to shoot him?
No, that wasn't my intention at
No,
all.
no, I'm not asking you what you were intending to do. I'm asking you if you were trying to make him think that you might shoot him.
No.
The answer is yes.
Well, what do you think pointing a gun at somebody would do? I don't understand. Help
Yeah,
me.
I guess, yeah.
No, explain.
Yeah, I pointed at him and wanted him to think that I was gonna shoot him.
Okay, all right. And did this happen in Genesee County, Michigan?
Yes, sir.
How did the police get on to you?
Good point.
How did the police get on to you?
They called 911 and explained what was going on.
He called them?
Then I went to the police report, said the kid dropped his wife and
Well, okay, I don't want to know all that. What, to your knowledge, how
Does he look like
how
a
are you
bitch?
apprehended?
I was out in the back with my buddy, helping him do some work, and we was coming up, and I was on his riding lawnmower. I come around the corner of the house, and the cops were already there. So I got off the riding lawnmower, and they asked me if I was on 23 and had an incident, and I said, yes. And they handcuffed me.
Was the BB gun in your truck?
Yes, it was in my truck.
Was the truck where at the location where you were doing the lawn cutting?
Yes, it was.
So the truck was in the driveway
Yes,
and you're there within the presence of the truck
yes,
and the gun is in the truck.
yes, sir.
And did you tell the police that you pointed the gun at this other motorist?
Yes.
Okay. Any questions from the prosecutor?
I just one or two, Mr. Moore, the weapon, if anybody looked at it, it appears to be similar to an AR-15, correct?
Oh, AR-15.
And there is it fair also to say that there are no markings on the weapon itself that would make someone go, oh, that's a BB gun as opposed to a regular AR-15. There's nothing that is apparent that if you pointed it at somebody, they would think that's just a fake gun. No, okay, all right. Was the clip in the gun?
So in other words, no orange tip.
No, it was
Not a
It was
tip at
still on
all.
the passenger. Okay, thank you, Judge. I have no other questions.
Ms. Bendel?
No, I have no.
I thought that was a law now, though. I guess not.
I wish I could show you this one that I've got up. in my
Bograkis, are you aware of any promises, threats, or inducements that have not been placed on the record?
No, Your Honor.
Ms. Bendel, are you aware of any threats, promises, or inducements that have not been placed on the record?
No, Judge.
I complied with the court rule, Mr.
You have
Bograkis.
complied with the court rule, Your Honor.
I
Judge,
complied with MCR 6.302, Ms. Bendel.
Judge, you have.
I do find the support for finding the defendant is guilty. I will accept the plea. I'll order a pre-sentence investigation report and schedule a sentencing date before Judge, is this Newblatt? I think it's Newblatt. So the circuit court. Is there a date under here?
I
I
mean,
don't know when the date is going to be.
you get arrested on a riding lawnmower. That's pretty legit, right?
No, that's the best place to get arrested.
We have a date.
Did he ask him if he'd go back and finish cutting the guy's grass or what? Did he lose the job?
I mean, this day and age, it's the last things you want to be doing, even if you have no intention
Also
whatsoever.
signing the order for a DNA sample.
It's the best way to get yourself pew-pewed.
So
Never
there
do
it
that.
is. He's accepting the plea. Let's jump over to Judge Jason, who's got a few left
On
here.
September
Let's-
18, 2022, you did commit the offenses of criminal attempt to commit a robbery, as well as you are charged with theft by shoplifting, a misdemeanor. And with that being said, looking at your criminal history, sir, you have 6 cycles. You do have some pretty serious charges, but those are sealed from 2016, and I know what they are, but they're sealed. I don't show that they.
Why bring them up then if we ain't going to talk about them?
Texas Mama Bear?
Sealed offenses in 2016, which I generally don't state in open court because they are sealed. But
Thank
anyway,
you,
Mr.
Texas.
Broussard, hear from you, please.
Yes, Your Honor. As this court is aware, he does have those sealed records. This is fairly serious charge. The state would be recommending a $20,000 bond, $19,000 for the criminal attempted robbery, and $1,000 for the theft, and a stay away.
Okay, and Ms. Broussard. Looking, but Ms. Broussard, it's just give me the dollar amount. You don't have to suggest a breakdown for me, okay?
$20,000, Your Honor.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you. Okay, Mr.
Yeah.
Geddes, can I hear from you?
Judge, and I would ask for a stay away from the location and no contact with the victim.
Okay, sounds good. All right, Mr. Geddes?
Yes, thank you, Judge.
Here
So
it
Mr.
comes.
Bird is 28 years old. He has lived in Georgia for virtually the entirety of his life.
Wow.
Unfortunately, for the past couple of years, he has struggled on and off with homelessness, so he does not have a permanent address that he would be able to stay at. However, it's my understanding that actually this week he had a work opportunity lined up working for a warehouse called Clorox.
Sure he does.
I know that he's eager to obtain that position and be able to pull an income from that. So that's one of his concerns that he expressed to me. My understanding is that he went as far as the 11th grade. Unfortunately, was not able to finish, but he has been attending classes at Georgia Piedmont Technical. He's currently working on obtaining his GED. So I know that's another thing that he is very concerned about, making sure that he stays on task with, is able to complete. Judge,
That's correct.
I'd like to point out is just because those records are sealed, my understanding would be that he is not a convicted felon at this point.
At this point, yet.
Fairly a limited criminal record.
He's got a bunch of sealed stuff we can't
There
see.
was actually a firearm involved, or that anyone was actually at risk of serious injury. So I would just ask that Your Honor take that into account in deciding what a fair bond is today. Judge, we would just ask you to consider the lowest possible bonds, taking into account what I've already expressed, as well as I've said, he's homeless.
Thank you, Dallas Alice.
Issues. He has given me the contact
Hallelujah,
of a
indeed.
few family members, so I know he has good contacts in Georgia. He just has limited financial resources.
Hey, for real, this is tough when you've got some sealed
Okay.
stuff, though, because you just know it's not
bad.
good.
Yeah, it's real
right?
bad.
On robbery is going to be a $5,000 regular bond.
She asked for 20K and he asked for minimum.
He said, low bond, please. Extra low.
And the theft by shoplifting is going to be $1,500. I know that sounds crazy, but that's just in line with what I want my bond to be. $6,500 regular bond, sir. Your trespass from the Quick Trip on North Decatur Road. You cannot go back to that location.
Damn.
That's a QT.
So you need to sign the special condition saying you understand that your total bond is
Son of a
$6,500 and do not return to the Quick Trip. So sign the special conditions. You guys let me know. I think I've already signed them.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. But I mean, it also
But again-
shows a pattern of this
Right.
guy's behavior. He's only 20 years old.
Thank you.
And it was something bad no matter what. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, so if you're,
Clark,
I guess you're supposed to just pretend that that's not a
hold on.
thing.
How do you end up homeless at 20? You don't have parents, or grandparents, uncle, cousin, anybody?
All
I
right.
mean, it may speak to his character.
DeAndre Clark. Mr. Clark, you're before the court. Warrant 22, you have two warrants that begin with 22W015121. The first warrant charges you with possession of a drug-related object for use typically for methamphetamine, and you're also charged with having 1 gram of fentanyl.
Sweet. Someone's getting ready to party.
No.
Looks like he has an outstanding warrant. I didn't even know you could buy fentanyl straight. I thought it was always anyway. So anyway, he has, my understanding, Mr. Clark, you have no criminal history, but you do have an outstanding warrant in the city of Atlanta. Was the state able to confirm that there's a warrant outstanding for him in Atlanta?
Judge, I wasn't able to confirm whether that warrant is still active.
Well, just call Hogs and Heifers and ask if they were
All right,
going to
well, you guys
press
have consented
charges.
to a UJR. So not a problem. I'll go ahead and grant the unsecured judicial release showing no criminal history at this time. You may have a hold on you from.
Mikey hasn't
Atlanta
even
that
complimented
says
her on
that
her
here
earrings
That
yet.
you may have, let's see, let me just.
Not interested.
It says the police, when the police ran your information, they discovered that you have an outstanding warrant. So you may have a hold on you, and if so, you'll be transferred. So just sign the waiver of your preliminary hearing. I will grant you an unsecured judicial release on both charges.
I've got your waiver.
No criminal history that we can tell.
I have your waiver.
And
I mean, they asked for 20 grand a while ago, and I mean that's got to be a win for the public defender to get 6,500.
True.
Rock 105.
Wrong one. There it is.
I have your Weber. I have your Weber. Going now. Yeah, this is Dave Wade.
sorry, WI is taking a
No,
little bit of time to come up for each case.
So, we were having a good time.
This is the case on Mr. Godwin. Mr. Godwin, you're before the court on 3 warrants that begin with 22W05117.
Yeah.
The warrants allege. Oh, I'm sorry. What-
Is it the 5 o'clock free crack giveaway?
I believe this is Miss Rockwell's case.
Oh, Mr. Godwin is? Okay,
I
sorry.
believe that's who she said she was here for.
Okay, thank you. All right, have a seat. We'll hold for your attorney to be ready to proceed.
Yeah!
Yeah, Pamlico County Horsemen's Association.
All right, and the next person is Hezekiah Jenkins.
Well, give him your number,
Position
Terminator.
5, Mr. Jenkins, you're before the court on a theft by receiving stolen property, which is a handgun, and that's under warrant
Pew, pew.
22W015120. And
Hi,
the
Sarah.
warrants allege that this incident occurred on September 19th, 2022. I do show you have 6 cycles of criminal history, mostly misdemeanors, but I believe from
6 ain't bad.
you were convicted January 21st of a felony drug violation, possession of marijuana. You also have some criminal history out of South Carolina, and I believe she said Washington D.C., but nothing.
Creed, you know this person?
Court. So if I'm correct, it's he is a convicted felon under the January 2021, but that's not what he's being charged with. But I'm
going to jail.
to add any criminal history into our recommendation on bond.
And Judge, as the court is aware, his history is mostly misdemeanors in this case, although he does have a couple of cycles. The state would be recommending
He has
a
6.
$5,000 bond,
Not a
no
couple.
weapons, and no contact with
6.
the owner of the gun.
Double few.
All right, Mr. Geddes.
Yes, thank you, Judge. So Mr. Jenkins is 48 years old. He has resided at his current address in Decatur for a bit over a year at this point, but he moved to Georgia from New York in 2017.
God
He's lived
damn,
here for
Yankees
about
coming down
5
here
years at
ruining
this
everything
point.
here in the South.
He has 2 children, an 8-year-old daughter, as well as a 13-year-old daughter. He acts as a single parent for these 2 children, so they're primarily under his care. And I know his
Great
primary
role model.
is making sure that he's out of custody so he can continue acting as a breadwinner and provider for his children. My understanding is that he has a construction position he would be able to return to once he is released. So obviously he is concerned about making sure he is not in custody for too long so that that position is still there for him once he is able to get out. He is a high school graduate and attended some college, but I think he unfortunately had to exit in order to make sure that he would be able to adequately care for his children. Judge, what we're just asking you to be willing to consider is a $1,000 bond just to ensure that he can get out of custody and make sure that he's able to get back to his family.
What was his last
as
name?
soon as possible.
Goblin.
I thought it was Jenkins.
I definitely but he's already a convicted felon, so I'm not going to give you a special condition not to possess a firearm, sir, because you're not supposed to possess a firearm. So nevertheless, I'm just going to issue a $2,000 regular bond. Your family will have to post a little over $200 for you to be released. I'm not adding the special conditions.
Does that 14-year-old daughter have $200?
First,
Hope so.
you don't know the victim, and I hope you don't look.
I've
for
been
the
calling her
victim.
for the first time in
Secondly,
8 years.
I
I need some money.
You're not supposed to carry a firearm anyway. So with that being said, $2,000 regular bond, sir, and you are excused from court.
Bye, Mr. Jenkins. Who you got pulled up?
I don't know. It's the great Thruston County. Doing a little thrusting over here, Creed.
Let's do some thrusting. Let's shake it up a little bit and keep on 'em moving. That's what I say.
Go ahead. Waiting on you.
Oh, okay.
Samsung.
Sorry about that.
Raymond. Okay.
Good afternoon.
Hello. I don't know if we're ready
Before the
for
court,
it.
you
And
have
then
one
there's a
warrant. The charges we would.
number ending in 2247. Who's calling
They all
in
have the same hairstyle.
2247? Who's
Oh,
calling?
sorry. Hope you guys enjoyed that.
Get my point across, Mr. Thorpe? Man, I might have threatened a good man. I don't know. Running a good operation here, sir. Doing some good training I didn't know about when I came in here yesterday. Woo! Gonna let you hear. Huh. Can't talk out of here, huh? Is that the real Mr. Thorpe, Mr. Severs? That's Judge George. Oh, okay. Nah, I'm done then. I wanted to meet Randy Thorpe. Can I sit down right there? For that fan, I'm late for the. No, I'm done, bro. He already guilted me. So where do we go from here? 180. Where we at now? No. We'll see. He's got one more. Yeah, what's next? 180 is pretty easy, man. If you do 22.
Mr. Erskine, would you like to have an attorney appointed?
No, sir, I don't need no attorney. I'm my own attorney today. Being of sound mind of judgment, 8762B, Smoke Road, half acre in the back, southwest. The Lincoln County Sheriff might never bother me there again. I don't know. I was trying to get some sleep there, sir, but they kept coming to my house and waking me up. My wife said I needed 6 hours of sleep. Do you think I got 6 hours of sleep here yet?
Okay.
I think I'm like 4.5, 5. About 5 hours.
I'll step on for you. We're going to appoint you an attorney, okay?
Oh, thank you. Man, I can't quit talking. Thank you. Wow.
That's all.
Is that it? You get a judge? Who's my attorney, sir? I already know my real attorney, so.
Head out with Grigsby and Big.
If this is really Randy Thorpe, I'll walk out that door happily.
I'm not ready.
Oh, shit. They had to cut it.
Okay, so you heard me tell those folks today's hearing is being recorded. Anything you say can be used against you in the future.
Wow.
Right to an attorney. If you
Wow,
don't
what a
have
guy. Sue's gone one day.
Name, have a seat at the table. We'll go over your charge. And then you need
Sue
to go to
knew he
the
was
clerk's
coming up
office
the next
to
day.
read
So
the
say,
name of
for
the
the
clerk's
weekend.
office. Next matter is 22 CRB 8.
Damn.
That was a good one. I need a cigarette after that one. I'll be RB.
Go ahead. Wow, what a winner that guy was.
Mr. Van Kirk, you failed to appear for your pretrial. What happened there?
So I got one paper that said it was over the phone and they changed judges, and I got another paper saying it was a different date. And I just wasn't paying attention, didn't even realize that it wasn't over the phone. My lawyer's office called me and was like, hey, why didn't you show up? I was like, I wasn't supposed to. It was just a miscommunication. I just didn't read my paperwork right, and kind of screwed me all up. Because my original judge, I believe, was
Exactly. Sue held it together. She is the glue.
or something like that.
Damn it, Sue.
Then they
Okay.
switched to a different judge.
All right. I assume you want that reset for trial.
Yes, please.
Okay.
Oh, Carol, jumping on board the monetary monorail today.
Yeah,
Hallelujah. Carol, I'll be adding your name. Thank
All right.
you, Carol.
Your attorney withdrew because you didn't show up. I'll reappoint your attorney if you fill out an application today. Okay.
Okay.
You need to stay in touch with your attorney. Make sure you're here.
Yep, absolutely.
All right. Let's see what you never had to post a bond.
No.
No.
This guy's lucky. He never had to post a bond or anything.
Next matter is 22 TRD 5096, State of Iowa versus Kendall Cup.
Yeah.
And Sweet Tea getting in just under the gate. Monetary monorail
You also failed
slowing
to
down.
hearing
Picking
of
up
your
Sweet
trial
Tea.
on driving under
Thank you, Tea.
suspension. What happened there?
Honestly, it wasn't intentional. I had got a call from my sister stating that my mom was on her way to
I
OSU
thought that was a woman talking.
because she passed out. They had to do emergency brain surgery. So I tried to make it back in time for court, but I didn't.
Okay. You want the reset or you want to take care of that today?
Flush, I can't put that up.
Yep. Do you want to have a trial?
Yeah.
Maybe I can, just for a second.
Okay.
I was looking down. I thought some woman was talking, and now we find out. I feel bad because his mom's having brain surgery.
The surgery, if you need to see it.
I'll just need you to show up to court.
Okay.
It's a man, baby. All man. I mean, brain surgery on your mom is a good excuse for missing court, right? Got a couple more people in here. I'm looking forward to seeing what they have. It's either sickness or had started a new job and you needed the work. Paul's here. Hey, Paul.
Next matter is 20.
Single dad with 6 cats.
691 State of Ohio versus John Stiltner.
John, come on up. Have a seat.
Mr. Stiltner, you also failed to appear for trial. What happened there?
Honestly, I don't know. I didn't know. I called
Or you just come in with the I don't know.
Late.
Okay.
I was in the middle of moving from one to the north, and I lost the paper.
Okay.
Good to see you, Deborah.
Okay, so it's a charge for driving under suspension from August of 2019. You want to reset for trial? You want to take care of that today? What do you want to do?
He don't know what he wants.
I'm not going to take care of it because I work and
Okay.
it's just easier for me to.
Okay, you want to plead guilty today?
Sure.
Okay.
He's a working man, Creed. He doesn't have time to come back to court
He is
again.
a complete admission of your guilt.
Carol, thank you for those nice words. I just saw
Waiving
the
your right to a trial.
message on Facebook.
Yes.
All
I think I
in
already. I liked it already, I believe.
I don't think so. I just hearted it though. Big red heart.
Oh, well, there I go, looking bad again.
I like that. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, the excuses are always.
Why'd you just go? I don't know. My mom didn't have no brain surgery.
They got hot dogs for $1 at Sonic today. My man. Some of the best breaking news you've had in a while.
If that's true, my wife is going to have to stop and get me a few.
I'm hoping that at
You never had a charge for driving or suspension before this one? Yeah. Okay. So
some point they stop at the very loud, weird
You wanna
noises
get the
during their
license
very
back?
short
That's what you just
commercials.
Yeah, trust me. That's what I'm hoping for.
All right.
I had a class at CDL. I didn't even realize that it got suspended.
Okay.
Extreme tots. That's what I used to get
$125
at
for court
Sonic.
costs, all right?
Extreme tots.
Yeah. Kick them
They
up.
have
a
good
notch.
conies though. I haven't had one in forever. I can't afford
22
it.
TRD 6880, 22 TRD 6557, State of Ohio versus Samir Saad.
You ever get any coupons, Chad? Send them right over the coupons. Coupon.
I never get any of those.
I don't know if they ever have. Do they even have coupons?
Long time ago.
Well, thank you.
That's my friend.
Friend or lover?
I wrote you a letter asking if I can help to represent
Sponsor.
medical diagnosis bipolar.
Okay. Well, if you're not an attorney, you can't represent him in legal matters.
Understood. But help him to explain to him that he does have a diagnosis of bipolar during this incident. Also, 2 other charges were dropped last week. 2 separate charges that happened all on the same day.
Okay.
Through your court.
Is he going to allow this or what?
Ticket from August 2nd, charging you, Mr. Saad, with a turn signal violation. Do you recall receiving that ticket?
Yes.
Okay. Maximum penalty for that offense is a $150 fine. You have any questions about that charge?
Is it going to be points?
That's probably a 2-point offense. Yeah, let me check for you there.
I mean, a guy coming in that's kind of as an interpretive way.
Yeah, he said the guy was bipolar. I guess maybe he doesn't want him to have an outburst or something. Maybe
it's true. Yeah,
I would allow it too. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
What's it going to
No,
hurt? The
he
guy's
has
right there.
Points based on the charge you're convicted of.
Seems like he's allowing it
Almost
without
nothing to do
allowing it.
with
You know what I mean?
I got you. So I have to say I'm guilty?
You don't have to say. You could have a trial if you want to have a trial. You could plead no contest is the other option.
Answer your question, Your Honor.
Creed, look how long that monetary monorail is.
No contest, or if we just request
Pretty good
that
one. I like it.
drop the charges based on his diagnosis of bipolar, which we have documentation of right here from both Ohio State and from Mount Carmel. He spent 3 weeks total at both facilities.
Is this guy his counselor?
I've known him for 10 years. This is the first time he's been diagnosed with bipolar. So it's
Okay, never mind.
very confusing month, basically. So he drives for his work. And when he was pulled over, he was driving for work in a box truck. And so it's important to him to keep his points on his record. So
Yeah, sure.
we would just request that the court either drop the charges or allow us to maybe plead no contest, whatever your
Okay.
suggestion.
I can't drop the charges. That's up to the prosecutor.
We weren't able to speak with the prosecutor, and they would not appoint an attorney just because I guess the offense was considered a misdemeanor.
They're not jailable offenses. Yeah, you're not entitled to a court-appointed attorney unless there's jail time possible. I'd encourage you to speak to an attorney if he wants to get some help with these charges. Otherwise, you can plead not guilty. We'd set trial date. He could hire an attorney. They could, talk to the prosecutor. He can talk to the prosecutor when he comes back on the trial date if he likes.
We weren't able to, okay, so there's no prosecutor for us to ask to drop the charges today.
You could call their office. I don't imagine you're going to get a talk to them. Yeah.
Just being honest.
You can, hey, Mr. Side can leave a message, but I don't know if they'll get back to you.
I don't, it's 150. Can we just?
So,
you want to do a
this is two, I think,
thing for him? Just raise the money real quick.
Probably 2-point offense. So the other offense is a complaint for reckless operation. Did you receive a copy of that complaint, Mr. Side?
Yes.
Chad, have a good one, buddy.
The maximum penalty for that is also $150 fine.
I'll just do the non-guilty.
That is a 4-point offense. You want to plead not guilty today?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was the prosecutor on the phone.
I'm keeping my record clean.
They said if we can raise $10,000 for this guy's defense, they'll drop the charges.
And it's not for charity. It's for us.
No.
Okay. Well, there's probably a police report in here.
That was either the prosecutor or Brett Favre. I'm not sure who, but he said we can definitely get
I
the
remember money. that date. It was a semi truck behind me.
Yeah, that's what he's worried about is the points.
Well, I don't know what he was saying, what he was complaining about, or what did I do? I can't remember.
Okay.
Well, Judge George looks into that. We've got some breaking news. The hot dog thing is real, and it is today. There is a limit of 5, but it's only happening at participating Sonic drive-ins.
That's not true.
Limit of 5. Kiss my ass.
What are the rest of my family going to eat?
Okay.
I don't know, but Kiernoth just bought us 2 Sonic 6-inch, what are they called? Chili cheese conies? Hallelujah.
Do you think they come with chili and cheese, or they come plain? You got
They do. They come in chili and cheese.
Oh,
they're premium beef hot dog.
Oh my God, Creed! You didn't say all that.
Discount is not valid with combos, delivery, or any other offers.
Quickly, I'd encourage you to speak to an attorney if you need some help with that. Okay.
Thank you, George.
Yep.
Right now, Kiernoth is the caboose.
It's breaking news. It has to be as loud as possible.
Next
I'm
matter is
sorry.
22 CRB.
It's called an attention getter.
Versus Edward Ryan.
Right? My man.
His first factual statement ever.
Mr. Ryan, I have a ticket here charging you with failure to confine dog. Did you receive a copy of that?
Oh, God, how dare you. Worst one of the day. Book him, Dano. He's out of here.
What a sicko. And he didn't turn his phone down.
Didn't even turn his phone off. Oh, that's just ridiculous.
What a jerk.
Maximum penalty for that offense is a $100 fine. There's a mandatory minimum penalty of $25 fine. You have any questions about that charge today?
I didn't even know. I was told 145 was taken out.
Yeah, the court costs are almost $100.
I'm not to take that, Kiernoth.
No problem paying.
You just want to pay the ticket?
Yeah.
Can you take care of it today, or?
Does that guy play slots sometimes?
Yeah, he does eye contact and stuff. He doesn't know anything about gambling, but yeah, he plays a lot of slots. Yeah.
Okay, I heard he won some money one time.
Yeah.
So I get stuck and I don't leave my house sometimes.
What's that? Oh, really? Okay. So it's almost $180.
That's fine.
Okay. You can handle that today?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
I heard it was 140. Is this a negotiation?
Yep.
I heard it was 145. I said I got 145 for last one. Come on.
Oh, that's it.
Just George shut him down with the big 180.
Okay. And so would you like
Hey,
for the
Gina.
court to
Hey,
order
now.
her to provide that to you within a specific
Tell you
amount?
what, Ms. Garcia, I don't think he's probably eligible just yet, even a part-time. First off, it's part-time, and number two is it hadn't been 90 days yet. I'm pretty sure even as liberal as
Bell County,
companies
Texas,
Costco
Creed.
is, they probably don't do anything in the first 90 days, just to make sure the person's going to be there. So
They
I'll
do- they
have
give you
him have him confirm whether or not he can get that insurance before I go down that path, and then whether or not the insurance accepted here in Texas, obviously.
Yes, Judge, but I think I would believe that he'd be entitled to information on his child regardless. I mean, just withholding the information is the part that,
He's got a court order saying he's dead. He can get it himself.
okay.
So everything probably but the social security card, and I'll hold off on that. So yeah, but he can get a copy of the birth certificate. That's not a problem.
Mr. Brown, have you attempted to get those documents on your own?
No, because we just got the
That's a hard no.
the DNA test done within the last court hearing.
Okay.
No, I haven't. Not since then.
Okay. I pass the witness.
All right, I tell you what, and Ms. Atlanta, I'll allow you to. The child was born here in Texas, correct?
No.
Where was the child born?
In Delaware.
Oh, okay. Then I was gonna authorize the Atlanta to get a copy of the birth certificate since she represented them, but she's not in that. That's a Delaware thing. So yeah. All right. Well, we'll see how that works. Anyway, anything on redirect of this witness, Mr. Morgan?
No
sir.
promises.
All right, go ahead and call your next witness, please. Thank you.
The state calls Brandy Missimer. Miss Missimer, what is your name?
Brandy Nicole Missimer.
And what is your relationship with the child?
I'm his mother.
Ma'am, did you hear the testimony earlier about Mr. Brown's wage information?
Yes.
You understand that we did some guideline child support calculations based on those numbers?
Yes.
We came to $297 as current child support.
Yes.
And then for medical support, $57.
Yes.
And ma'am, you understand what's being discussed right now as far as retroactive support and the fact that it may be reserved for an additional court hearing?
That's fine.
That's fine.
That is all the questions I have. I pass the witness.
All right, Ms. Garcia, your witness.
Ma'am, Mr. Brown testified that since October 20th of 2020, he's had 2 major injuries that have prevented him from working. Do you dispute that?
I don't know if he's been working or not. I don't know.
Okay.
But I don't know.
Okay, so you're not aware of if he's injured, if he's working, or what he's doing, is what you're saying?
Exactly.
Okay.
I just gave her the whole
pass
thing.
witness.
I like that.
All right, I'm gonna call Mr. Brown back real quick. Mr. Brown, you said that you have a second attorney that's working the acid accident. How did that
Yes.
happen, sir?
I was working at a Gino Motos in Lampasas, Texas, and my manager knocked acid on my leg.
Okay, so you got a workers' comp lawyer working that, or you got a personal injury
yeah,
lawyer
well,
working that?
Yes, his name is David Odom. He's
Okay.
out of
Dewey Cheatham and Howe.
Mike Massey Law Firm.
Okay, and that's a personal injury?
Yes, sir.
All right, when's the last time you talked to
Eugenia's the
him?
new girlfriend.
I speak to him like every 3 months to get an update on the case and everything.
All right, where's that case standing at this point?
That case right now, he sent the letter over to over to the worker comp to get back pay and everything situated, and to get my worker comp trying to get it cut back on.
Big
Okay, how long
payday
were you
coming
on
up for
workers'
him.
comp, sir?
From October 20th, when the injury happened, I got on worker comp probably 2 weeks after that, and I was on it for probably a month and 2 weeks, something like that.
So a very short time frame, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, here's the deal, Mr. Brown. If he gets in touch with you and lets you know you're going to get back pay or something along those lines from the workers' comp, you need to let him know as soon as you get that information. Okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. Any other questions of either witness at this time, Mr. Morgan?
Lavelle's got some ideas.
Ms. Garcia?
I don't have any other questions, Judge.
All right, it looks like we got a couple of irons in the fire that the court's going to need some information on, because the dad gets some back.
So this seems to be a general docket. So there's going to be all kinds of cases. It
Some
seems
back
to
pay
be.
from the workers'
We'll
comp. I'll probably order him to make a lump sum payment on the back child support.
Excuse me, Judge.
I need more. I hate to do the hurry up and wait thing, but I'm looking at going ahead at this point with a temporary order for the child support.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Excuse me.
Yes, sir.
The retro back pay, I'm not understanding how's that working when Tyreek was living with me around the time. She got custody.
Here's the deal, sir. I'm holding all that in the bay. I'm not going to rule on retroactive child support today. If we at the final hearing, I will make a ruling.
Brandy
on
about to
that.
go off.
If the child was in that time frame,
Let her
I'll
talk.
look at it. But for the time frame that the child was exclusively with the mother, I'll be looking at ordering back child support, sir.
Oh, well, I have proof that he was living under.
Hey, stop, both of you. Again,
It's all about money. Yes, sir. Go ahead.
okay. And I'm not going to get into a fist fight between the two of you over the Zoom here. We're not dealing with retro today, so everybody get your ducks in a row and everything lined up. Because again, sir, for the time frame.
Oh, look at her! She got her front teeth. She's laughing.
And you weren't giving mom money, I will be looking at the order back child support. I don't know what those are right now. That hasn't even come up, but I'm not doing that today. All right.
Eugenia is the
She's
best.
asking for back child support, sir, and obviously the child. How long you been in Delaware?
I've been in Delaware for 2 years, going on 2 years now.
All right. And
Shakima done be driving.
again, I'll be looking at. I'm going to say that.
And when I came up here, I brought him with me.
Okay.
To Delaware.
All right, sir. Again,
I think Eugenia is on her OnlyFans cam right now too.
And we'll find out when they came back and how much you're going to owe, sir. But again, for right now, that's not an issue. Right now, I'm ordering temporary child support based on what you are earning at Costco's, and I'm starting at the first day of October going forward. Temporary cash medical going forward, and I'm gonna get an update. And here's the deal: I'm putting in the court order, sir. You're to notify the state and the ad litem if you get any type of a settlement offer on the through your attorney on dealing with your injury here in Texas, and you're also to inform either them if you get any type of information concerning what's going on with
This
your
guy's got some great
SSI,
Halloween
SSDI,
content.
okay?
Go check it out.
All right.
All right. So again, I need data here before I can make a final ruling. So I'm going to go ahead and put this about 90 days out to get to see where everyone is. And if we're not any closer than we are today, then I'm probably going to go ahead and try to end this thing one way or the other, as far as those time frames are concerned. So, sir, you need to make sure that you have any and all information that confirms how long you were injured and that sort of thing, and whether because again, if you're not found to be disabled, I've got to look at least awarding the minimum wage presumption and whatever minimum wage is in Delaware. It's not Texas. You may be on the hook for the time frames that you weren't. The mother and the child were not mother or I'm sorry. I don't look at whether the mom was living with you or whether or not I'm looking for time frames when the child was not in your house.
It's going to take a crane to do that, sweet tea.
I'm looking at reset dates here. This is September, so I'm looking at December to try to get a final update on this one and end this one.
Oh.
So I'm looking at. Let's see. I got December. That's it. All right, Ms. Garcia. I'm looking at December the 6th. I'm sorry. Let me look at the Thursdays. I'm looking at either December the 8th. The Thursdays are good for you, right?
I like that.
All Thursdays except the last Thursday of the month, which is the
Okay.
That guy's
Music
job
Park.
sounded
So
more
that
important
beginning of the month
than
is fine. If
minimum
it's the 8th,
wage.
it's fine.
Well, I got the 8th
that
and the
we're
15th
going on
set
here.
are already set up as Zoom dockets. So at the 8th, fine, let's go ahead and look at doing a reset for that. In the interim, sir, you need to pay. You're in another state, so your child support has to be paid through the state disbursement unit, which means it needs to be sent in. You can do it by I'm thinking MoneyGram will work from up there too, but you need to send it in through the
MoneyGram,
state
just go to the
disbursement
Kmart.
unit,
They do the
and that
Western
starts
Union.
the first day of October. Obviously, we got Costco's here, and the state's going to send that into Costco's. Once you notice the money coming out of your paycheck, you don't have to worry about it anymore. But until it comes out, sir, you are responsible. So you're responsible for child support on the 1st of October, November, and December. And we're going to come back on December 8th to get us a update on your Social Security, on your workers' comp / personal injury lawsuit.
And that's $297 a month, right?
Yes, sir. And the cash medical for the health insurance, because right now, the mom has health insurance.
Thank you, Deborah.
All right. All right.
All right. I'm going to start with
his checks are about to be all garnishy in a minute.
That's for sure.
What was the month that it's getting set to? I know 8th, but I didn't hear the month. September?
December.
December. Okay. Thank you.
Give your kid the money. Quit
Anything
acting.
else from the ad litem?
No, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Messimer, questions, ma'am. Anything else?
No.
All right. And
Gina.
Mr. Brown, questions? Anything else, sir?
Yes. I thought we was gonna have a from last court we had. We was gonna have someone speak to the Tyreek and see everything that was going on with him and all of that. Yes, sir.
Is there concerns for the child judge? Because the only thing that was in the order was for me to investigate his disability and if child support was appropriate. Now, if he's bringing that up.
Oh no, I've been brought it up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I thought that's what you were pointing to. I didn't think I pointed to as that led into the child.
What is Eugenia doing?
Yeah, I don't know.
Let me double check.
Maybe
because Judge, I'm sorry, but remember I was saying something. I said something about the full custody, and you was like, "We're not here for that at this moment."
Okay,
I bet Mr. Brown misses them
right now,
jugs.
and Ms. Garcia, yeah, you are appointed as the ad litem for the child. As have been investigating that.
I
so
would.
You do need to interview the child and talk to the mom. But Mr. Brown, here's the deal, sir. If you want custody, then you've got to put pleadings on file requesting custody, sir. And I can't do that for you. That which means you got to hire your own lawyer or do it yourself, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right now, there are no counter pleadings on this at this time.
It's got to ingrown.
Okay, so okay.
So again, the pleadings before the court are the state requesting child support and cash medical from you. And if you want something differently, then you have to either retain counsel to do it, or you have to file it yourself as a pro se litigant. And I am going to have the ad litem interview the child, but that's only for the purposes of determining for her if she needs to make any recommendations what she considers to be in the child's best interest. So again, you need to interview the child and do either a virtual or a home or a real home visit with the child. That's left up to you how you want to handle that, Ms. Garcia.
Yes, Judge.
All right.
Am I able to speak to Miss Garcia? Alone, like
I bet
behind
you are.
courts, I guess.
Behind closed doors.
Okay. You can talk to Ms. Garcia. You can make an appointment. You can call Ms. Garcia. You can talk to Ms. Garcia anytime you want, sir. But
Back
again,
her under
I
her
was under the
nails.
impression that
Miss Garcia, mind if I take my shirt off?
She represents the child and the child's best interest. She doesn't represent you, sir. She's not.
There's a lot of
I'll get me a lawyer, sir. I just want to speak to her about the child. That's all.
Okay.
You sure about that?
All right then, sir. You mom can talk to the ad litem. You can talk to the ad litem. That's no problem. All right.
Yes, sir.
All right, Mr. Morgan.
More
anything
Halloween
else, sir?
content, please.
No, sir.
All right, prepare the reset order. We'll see everybody in December. And sir, again, if anything changes on either of your, you got technically three different lawsuits going on here, or three different matters going on here.
Oh, we've
Social Security,
down Ravel's,
workers'
ear
comp,
connect.
and maybe, and I'm not sure if the workers' comp is only a workers' comp lawyer and or a personal injury. But any of those things change, anything those things get hot, you let the ad litem know and you let the state know.
They
Okay.
get hot, Creed.
All right. How can I get in contact with the lighter?
And her information is going to be in the reset order, sir.
All right.
All right, thank you both very much, and we're off the record.
Looks like something fun's happening over here real quick at SeaTac.
I'll keep an eye on Eugenia.
How?
He can't make them offer something different.
I never said that. I never said he can't make them offer something different. I never said that he wasn't limited, but he is a lawyer. He know what he can do and he know what he can't do. And so for me, I guess he can't do.
2 more hot dogs, Mikey.
I guess he's pretending like he can't do nothing. But anyway, so that's how I feel.
But Mr. Cooper, it may be
hanging with Mr. Cooper.
As I said, he's bound by the law. And if you want him to do something that he cannot, that is beyond his powers.
How? Why would I do that? And me being who I am a logical person. I would never put another person in an illogical place. You know what I'm saying? So therefore, most of my requests are logical. Most of my, not demands, but offers are logical. But when you come at me with a answer that
you want to fight me,
has
bro?
no logic, then what do I
Fight
do?
that microphone, I
Figure
think.
it out, and I'm not gonna let you lie to me. So I'm not saying that he's telling me lies, but I'm just saying that some of his motives are illogical. You know, and I mean, this is, you don't understand, this is something very simple. But
So
y'all are
but
making
I-
it
but
into something
Mr.
really
Cooper-
hard. I don't
Mr.
understand
Cooper,
it.
what I hear you saying is that you cannot work with Mr. Zenner. Is that right?
I just be my own attorney if I can.
Well, he is your own attorney.
No.
He is an attorney. He's
No, so I would
hired-
be my, I would, I
you
would,
be
I
your
would.
own attorney.
He
Yeah,
wants to be
my own attorney.
his own
So,
attorney.
what do you call it, pro se, whatever?
Linka Pro Se.
I can't appoint another attorney to represent you if you'd like.
No, because it's taking too much time.
But
I mean, it's like,
I want to be Cinque
Mr.
Pro
Steve will
Se.
be logging on in a little bit. I can appoint him.
Itchy armpit.
who?
Andrew Stave. He's another attorney.
Another white boy. God.
I do too. I
You
love
get
it.
into the house? Why do I always get, and see, I don't, Your Honor, I always seem to have a really bad relationship with male attorneys. And usually, like in King County, in Tacoma, usually I
He
do
wants a
my-
Mormon.
do my own, because I always have a conflict with male attorneys, and just like in King County, and I know he's not a bad attorney when it comes to other people, but
I
I
ain't
mean,
wearing
if
those.
you can't
I'm a sailor.
figure out a
Thank you,
way
Carol.
to help a person in a situation that is not valid as a bad situation, what do you do?
So he wants a
I mean, what can
female.
you do? What can you say for a person that does that or know how to do that? I can't work with a person that takes a
Dave out of
bad,
nowhere.
a simple
I
situation.
mean, Drew Steve.
And everybody else is making it bad. But his job is to do something the opposite, but he doesn't know how, or pretends he doesn't know how. And I mean, there are, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know.
Mr. Cooper, Mr. Zenner is an attorney. He's not a social worker. He's not a doctor. I mean, there's all he can do is address the legal issues.
And that's what I'm saying. I mean, these legal issues is the most simplest. And but still, yet still everybody's making it to as, oh, this is a bad situation. It's tough. And it's not. Maybe it's tough because I'm black and you can't work with me because all the odds are against
Don't
me.
go there.
I understand that. You're pulling miracles anyway because I am black and because all the odds are against me. And I understand you're pulling miracles.
So, Mr.
It
Cooper,
wasn't working. Had to
Mr.
go with the
Cooper,
race thing.
Your
What about
options
other
are,
attorneys?
Mr. Cooper, please give me a chance here. Your options are either I can appoint another attorney to represent you, and it's going to be Mr. Stave. We do not have a woman conflict attorney. Or you can represent yourself, but in that case, I'm trying to figure out how to do this
I would have let him represent himself a long time ago.
I can screen share the form and we can go over it together, and then SCORE can help you have you sign it afterwards. Is that what you want to do?
Man, tell you the truth, I don't know what to do. Just everything's just blowing out of proportion.
Do you want me
who's
to?
the other?
How about the
It's ludicrous, I tell you, ludicrous.
Mr. Stave now?
Who's that?
Who
He's
that?
another attorney. He's
Oh,
a
okay.
conflict attorney, so he is not in Mr. Zenner's office. He's on his own.
Is there any way I can get somebody from his office and just another person from his office? Why do I have to?
yeah,
Mr. Zenner is the attorney assigned to this court.
From that office.
Right.
So if I fire him, I fire the whole office.
Yeah.
You know, white folks is,
Putting all them people out of work. Don't do that.
Do you want to
I
try
guess we
to talk
can-
to Mr. Stave? And then,
Yeah.
and if that works, then
Yeah.
you can keep Mr. Stave, and if not, you can
All
fire him and
that.
represent yourself.
All that just from to stay with the same attorney.
All right, Mr. Stave.
I think he wanted
You
a
there,
firm.
Mr. Stave?
I think he wanted a female.
Hi.
He wanted a woman to look at.
This is Mr. Cooper, Mr. Stave, Mr. Cooper. Can we put you guys in a breakout room? I'm appointing
Mr.
I'm,
Popper.
allowing Mr. Zenner to withdraw.
Mr. Cooper, where'd you go?
Oh, I think he's leaving. Georgia, thank you.
Ask the jail officer to put you in the breakout room, Mr. Cooper.
Mr. Cooper, you need to stay in the seat because you're.
I gotta get the officer. I gotta get the officer. I don't know how to work in there.
We don't need the officer, Mr.
Why?
Stave.
I
is
don't know how
right-
to get into a break room.
But how are you going to talk to Mr. Stave?
But that's why the officers.
He doesn't understand. That's all through Zoom.
You add into the breakout room, Officer Lambert.
Can you give me a map on how to get there? I don't even know where that room is.
That's what he think. He has to go to another room.
Thank
That
you,
was
Mr.
just for.
Which is great. I like that is he's taking it literally.
iPad, I'm ready with I'm not sure if it's Pace or Mr.
Guys, that is it for court today. We still
Hold
got
on, though.
Oh, do you got something?
I've got to put Georgia up first.
Oh,
Georgia is the caboose.
Georgia,
I mean, what kind of train would we have?
The monetary monorail. I do like that.
It seems to be catching on. I like that. That's always a good thing.
He was on his way out. He was trying to find the break room. I need the popo to show me.
You got to bring him back in here to get me out of this place.
So as Mikey pointed out, and in case you didn't notice, that was a giant 360 just sent right back to just keeping the same one.
Yeah, just all right, fine. I'll stay with him. I don't know what happened with Eugenia. She's gone. No, she come back.
Is she
Okay,
back?
she just stepped away for a minute. Nope, she's gone again.
And she's gone again.
But this lady right
Got
here.
it.
Oh.
Dave knows how to play it. I'm going out and check the traffic weather together. We're going nowhere yet.
The state filed their paperwork in 2020, sir.
Pertaining to
Suit for modification of child support and motion confirmed
Thanks,
child support
Dave.
arrearages.
yeah, I was never notified of that.
Well, let me double check.
We're staying now. Putting us
We
in
were
the
doing
place.
something with it. No, it's 2021.
What was you doing?
Yeah, I filed the motion for clarification in 2019 and it went to the courts in 2020 due to the pandemic. We did modifications with the mediations that were never resolved. So as a result of the mediations with the Texas Attorney General's office never being resolved, they sent the case to the courts at that time.
Right, it could be resolved. Okay, so that couldn't be resolved, sir, because
Stop, guys, stop.
Yes,
I
sir.
don't need, I don't, I know y'all, this is not helping me. I'm trying,
sir.
I found it, I'm trying to service a citation to make sure both parties are officially on notice of this.
Mhm.
This thing is intermixed with so many other things.
Dave coming in hot. Sweet Tea, are you still here? If so, what do you think of Laura? I mean, she seems like an okay broad. Yes, Creedence stepped away for a moment. I'm hoping Eugenia comes back because she never talked. I went back and looked. She didn't ever say anything. Maybe she's in a breakout.
Herbert, you showing any type of citation on this one?
Your Honor, it looks like Mr. Campbell may have been served on July 8th, 2022 in this matter.
No, it's 2022 because I'm a year behind on this one. I'm sitting in 2021 looking, I didn't see anything. Where's it here?
There are several attempts where they tried to serve him, but he wasn't available. He
Okay. Okay.
I just
I'll
gotta
keep
find it now.
looking. I'll
Let's
keep
see,
looking.
This is
They tried to serve him 4 times.
motion to modify. This is on the mother back in November of 2021. I found hers.
See you then, Hugh. The food truck. She heard the ice cream man coming 3 streets over, and she says she'll be right back. Is that what's vibrating, T? Okay. Oh, there
I'm
she
not trying
is,
to be rude or
Eugenia,
anything,
everybody.
But every time I was served, I signed the paperwork.
Welcome
I
back,
was never notified
Eugenia.
of those ones in 2020 and all that. Because when I retired, it was in litigation. Because she gets a portion of my return.
Yeah, let me go through the file here, okay?
Yes, sir.
Even if both of y'all said you were served, until I find it, I can't. I can't take judicial notice of it. So let me just finish going through the file.
Yes, sir.
To find that services citation.
Yes, sir.
Ugh, no, thank you. Fiona's way out there in the ocean. I think it's gonna hit Canada eventually. Should go get her 5 hot dogs. Gina's having a hard time. I got these ice cream things from Sam's Club last night. It's like a small ice cream sandwich, but it's got like these wafer type deals with caramel and then another wafer, then the ice cream, then another wafer, then caramel, and then another wafer. And it's really good.
Your Honor, the reason why you may not be able to see it is because there were several attempts,
Yes,
and
ma'am.
he evaded.
Again, I found a citation.
I think we fell on the floor, Alan.
Notice of registration.
I think we fell on the
Support
floor.
Order, motion for enforcement. You have some suit for modification.
Eugenia just back and forth. She's just playing with our emotions today.
I'm finding the original suit for modification. Did the state ever file anything called a motion for enforcement if a suit for modification of child support order? Did the state ever amend their pleadings?
Corn nuts.
There is
Those
an
are too
amended pleading in there, but
too
I'm not
hard.
sure it's ours. I think there was an amended cross petition. There was an attorney back involved, someone named Fergie, and then they withdrew.
Fergie.
But I
Fergie
do
was
believe
his
that
attorney.
the state filed a motion to register the support order, but it doesn't show
It's really hot here
in
today.
the 01 cause number. It shows in the 02 cause number, notice
Oh.
of registration of foreign support order.
BRB.
Looks like it was filed on December
Hey,
14th.
before we do that,
2020.
I want to go over and see what's happened. We're not invested in that one. We were just
No. We're
okay.
just trying to keep eye on Eugenia, but Bigfoot over here, I'd love to hear what he's got to say.
It is.
Thank you, Mr. Logan.
Ready for the next one?
Oh,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
just
for
missed
Mr.
him.
Pace.
I'm keeping an eye on old Eugenia. Yeah, we're gonna see some nice weather. We're going to the mountains for the weekend, Emily and I. Going to Gatlinburg, Pigeon Forge, Sevierville, where it's going to be like 52 for a high overnight. I think we're gonna do Cades Cove Sunday. I think finally. I've never been.
And then if the court is ready, defense is ready on Mr. Pace, and that's a 280-444-978, 280-399-970, 2A049592, 2A04758889, 2A04544558. And that's only 5 cases. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, just making sure I have this the same amount. And you're on this matter. I think all the parties are in receipt of a September 20th dated evaluation where he was found not competent.
Think about
by
that
the,
sometimes.
DSHS evaluator because he was unable to have the capacity to understand the nature of the proceedings and assist. The restoration was that
I like the
it's
ranch
unlikely
ones.
that he would be able to be restored during the 29 days, and that a DCR was recommended. So defense is asking the court to accept the recommendations of the evaluation.
Does the city take any exception?
No, thank you.
I'm going to make the finding that Mr.
Yes, ma'am.
Pace-
Yes, Your
Good
Honor.
morning, Mr. Pace.
Good
We
morning.
love it. It's only
How you
3
doing?
hours for
How are
us.
you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good.
I'm glad
Yourself?
to hear that.
Yourself?
You
I'm
might
doing
have.
pretty well. Thank you for asking.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm just pulling.
Was you talking to somebody else or me?
No, I was just mumbling to myself. Sorry about
Oh.
that.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
So I'm making the finding under both prongs.
Oh, that would be fun.
And based on the nature of the charges, I mean, these are all
Looking it up now.
nonviolent in nature. I'm finding that they're not eligible for restoration. I will order, though, that Mr. Pace be interviewed by DCR. Mr. Pace, someone is going to come talk to you.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor.
Just to see what services would be beneficial to you after you're released here. And
this for our first time, we're actually getting a hotel, which I believe overlooks the
you
creek.
do have a history of one or more violent.
We'll see. I
And
don't
Your Honor,
know.
because you're not finding a serious offense, that you do not have to. The court that order is inapplicable.
The firearm?
So the firearm inapplicable. It's only if the court finds it a serious offense. And let me go to that one.
Are you sure it doesn't say that?
So I've researched that issue and that came up. So hold on, 1077. What would it be? History of violent.
That's quite a different Allison.
House restoration.
I know right where you mean, Gio.
So number 7, I forget.
True
the number,
dat.
but it's the second from the bottom of 1077-088.
Yes, sir.
The court dismisses the charges under subsection 1 through 6.
Yes, sir.
The court shall make a finding regarding the history of violent offenses. And so in this situation, hold on.
No, it doesn't say anything about.
And so when you're dismissing 1 through 6 is for serious offenses. And so when the court's dismissing a non-serious offense, it's dismissing not under 088 because that's for competency restoration. It's dismissing under
Spit it out, Matt. Jesus Christ.
under 079.
Well, that looks like fun.
And so
No,
that's
6 is if the defendant is charged with a non-felony crime that is
Bill
not a
Landry
serious
from the
offense
Heartland series.
and found by the court to be unable to proceed, the court may stay or dismiss the
okay.
proceedings.
Understood. Then I strike my argument.
It does.
Okay.
Jesus Christ, Matt.
Um,
Waste of time,
Mr.
Matt.
Pace, you're ineligible to possess a firearm at this time until that right
Yes,
is been
Your
restored.
Yes, Your Honor.
by Court. And I think that's it. Thank you, Mr. Pace. Someone's gonna come talk to you. So, use them as a resource, okay?
Your Honor, what's my release?
No later than Friday, next Friday.
Friday? Okay, thank
But
you.
maybe sooner. I don't know.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Yeah,
Enjoy your
Mr.
day.
Gunner,
Oh, yeah, have a
Mr.
good day.
Gunner, I just wanted to make sure because we had received numerous emails about the FHARPS program. I don't know what that is. They're gonna see him this week. Was there anything that the city needed to do?
No, and so we do have the RSP, so the recommended service plan from the forensic navigator, which now is going to be filed with the court, and both the parties should have that. And so that is as part of that process, they offer services of FHARPS, and I forget the other one. And so, Mr. Pace, someone previously tried to come talk with you, a forensic nav, a second person to talk with you about, hey,
Yes, sir.
we can pay for up to 8 months of housing for you. We got all these services. And so I really, really, really encourage you to reach out to them. And if you have like a phone number or an email address that you can give me, I can give that to them so that they can try to reach out to you once you're released. But
Yes.
since you're going to be there until Friday, is it okay if they can talk with you?
I just want to see if Eugene is still there or
The
not.
meeting wasn't
Okay.
necessarily delayed, and the modification should begin sooner.
Gone again.
All right, folks. First off, Ms. Oates, the earliest I can start your child support modification in this case is July 1, and I'll ask y'all for testimony on that. But again, I cannot go further back than the original pleading in this matter when it was served upon.
Oh, is that what you? That actually looks pretty good.
And
Yeah, it's very good.
as far as the math on this circumstance, sir, I'm
Seeing
gonna go ahead and
Eugenia
let the
made me
state call you
hungry.
both as witnesses. Let the state tell
Yeah,
the
and she's
court what
gone
the
again.
calculations are. And sir, I'll allow you to put on any testimony you think that
I don't know what up with her.
that the state's calculations are in error. But that's left up to you at this time, and I'm going to go ahead and let the state put their case in chief on, showing what they believe the child support should be, and I'll let you counter that going forward. So at this time, I'm going to ask both the parties to go ahead at this time and raise your right hands, and I'm going to have the state call you both.
Well,
Hey
we'll go over and
now.
finish up over here at Cowlitz, who's somebody
Who is Catlin up there? I mean, excuse me, Caitlin.
Caitlin.
Looking
Yeah.
good, Caitlin. I like the hair, I like the glasses.
Okay, I'm gonna read your statements. I'm gonna start with the making a false statement. What it says is, on June 28th, 2022, Kalama, Washington, I knowingly made a false material statement to a public servant. Is that what you did?
Oh no, she's got psoriasis.
Okay, so to the charge of making a false
Oh,
statement,
no.
how do you plead, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
I'm gonna accept your guilty plea. I'm gonna find you're making it knowingly, voluntarily, and intelligently. I'm gonna find there's a factual basis for me to accept it. And in addition, you understand the consequences. Let's move over to obstructing. And what it says is, June 28, 2022, in Klamath, Washington, I willfully hindered and delayed a law enforcement officer in the discharge of their official duties. So how do you plead, sir? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty.
Okay.
He's quick to answer.
Yeah, he was ready for that.
Knowingly, voluntarily. and
No effing
intelligently.
around.
I'm also going to find there's a factual basis for me to accept it. And you understand the consequences. I'm going to hear from your attorney. Then I'm going to hear from the prosecutor. Go ahead, Ms. Krim.
Your Honor, this is Ms. Williams's case. It appears this is a negotiated plea. We'd ask the court to follow the recommendation. He's been in custody by her notes 12 days. We'd ask that he be given credit for that time. I don't necessarily have anything
Did
else.
Mr. Grimm's hair get even grayer?
I believe
And the
so.
city would
yes.
also request that the court follow the recommendations.
She is very gray today.
Okay, does he work or?
Yes, ma'am.
We're asking the court to waive fines and fees. His status as indigent hasn't changed.
What do you do for a living?
What's that, ma'am?
Not so
What do you
quick
do
to
for a
answer.
living?
I work at Lewis River RV Park.
It's a swingers campground.
We play nude mini golf
Well, I
here.
did.
Huh?
I did. Do you see the judge? God bless to whoever I think just
Do
sneezed.
you think they're doing interviews right now at the RV park?
I believe so. I think there's an open job there.
If anybody's looking for a job.
Not at all.
Two-tone.
Yes. It's in the sanitation engineering department. Damn it. I thought that Stansbury and Judge George took a long time to look at paperwork. Take a moment to say we're wrapping up here very shortly, and make sure to come back 4:05 East for Thirsty Thursday today on We Got a Chase.
That's our notes, yes, but I believe we've confirmed it with the jail.
And we got a few tasings today. So if you're into tasings,
Love
today's
it.
your day.
Always down for some tasing. He's the branch manager in the woods. That's funny you say that. I saw a TikTok of somebody on a Virgin cruise and
Okay, I'm
walking
gonna
down the
go
hallway
ahead
with just
and
like
I'm gonna find that you are indigent, no fines or fees.
and
will
just
be
like
6 days
30
in jail.
pineapples that say
Concurrent
welcome and
credit for
hello with
time
their names on it,
served. This is going to
on the doors.
suspended portion, 359 days are going to run for 24 months. And during the next 2 years, you get any further criminal law violations, you've got 359 days hanging over your head that could be imposed in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Sure he
And
does.
so I don't know if you're sitting on anything else as far as this is concerned. You're going to be done on these charges.
Might
okay?
be
So
sitting
do you
on a
have any other
pineapple. We don't
questions?
know.
No, ma'am.
Okay, that's
Do I
all.
get to go home?
Do
I
I
don't know
get?
if you're sitting on anything else, so
Got around to Harley?
Think he's sitting on anything else?
if you're not sitting on anything else, you're done.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
See,
This is it, Your Honor, and he should be out today.
Okay.
well, we're leaving on good news.
You're getting
Yeah.
out, bud. The RV park is going to have their shitters flushed out before we know it.
I'm kind of sad that we didn't get to see what Hugh Gina was there for, but
I mean, she was just eye candy today. That's all it boiled down to. Eye candy.
Frost said, glad to know that YouTube is right on with the algorithm.
Keeping our audience informed.
That's right. Guys, thank you. Another great episode. We got a case. We'll see you tomorrow at 1:00 East for that. Round out the week. Even tomorrow's Friday already. Jesus Christ.
It's already Friday tomorrow. I can't believe that.
Bye.
Mm-mm-mm.
Somebody get an interpreter.
We're going to need one right now. Until next time, though, please be good to each other. Thank you for all the donos there.
Oh, yeah.
Monroe.
Monetary.
We'll let it go by. Dave's the engine, Chad, Dave, Flusha, Dick Harris, Chad, Dave, Dallas, Alice, Carol, Sweet Tea, Kiernoth, Deborah, Geo Madcat, Flusha, Dave, Carol, Dave, Georgia, Dave.
Dave with the overtime.
Yeah. Thank you.
Jim Tan Laundry, bro.